It's time to hook the dragon up to the fog machine. I don't know if you saw the time-lapse video of my wife and I setting up the dragon on the roof. So what we did was put the dragon together. We dropped the hose, which you see coming right there, coming down to my fog machine, which is sitting right there. Two reasons why it's there. Number one, easy to fill up. And number two, it cools the fog down before it gets to the dragon. So if you guys have one of these, do not put the fog machine right next to the dragon. It will melt all the plastic inside your dragon. So I found that out, thank God, in the very beginning when I hooked it up. I was using just this hose right here, this guy right here, and it literally just melted this hose. So then I went out and found this high temperature water heater hose, and I just cut me a piece about 3 or 4 feet there, and so all the extreme heat gets handled right away, and by the time it gets to here, it'll be cool enough where it's not melting. So I ran this all last year and it's still in good shape. Also, I used a piece of copper pipe here because they make a plastic connector, and I was afraid that plastic connector might melt. So definitely come out of your fog machine with a good high temperature heater hose. And then also you want to make a little hole. I don't know if you can see it there. I think so. Right where the bend is, where the water or any kind of moisture is going to collect, right here. And I just dropped there's my finger, so it's perfect where it's at. Last year I had a 5-gallon bucket sitting here, a black one, or you can get a little aluminum tray or something to catch any condensation that's going to get trapped in here, because that fog is wet when it comes up, and the one that doesn't get all the way up is going to come back down, and it'll just turn into liquid and drip out of here. So just poke a little. Yes, fog will spray out of here a little bit, this hole, but not enough to make a difference. So that's that. And then as far as getting the fog machine to activate, I have this cord coming down, which is going to go up to a relay on the roof, and I'll show a separate video on how I hook everything up to the relay on the roof near the dragon. So this cord comes down and it goes into this guy right here. This is the remote for the fog machine. It has a push button. So in order for this to work, you got to make sure you have a fog machine that has this push button remote. And what you're going to do is just going to open them up. And there's on the back of this switch, there's 2 prongs. And basically by me pushing this button, those 2 prongs are going to connect together. So I just solder a wire. You can solder a wire and run it direct. Or what I did is I just put a JST connector here coming out that way, because I wasn't sure how long of a cord I was going to need to get up to my dragon. So I just put this JST connector. Then I just made this cord here, which runs here and all the way up this pole up to the dragon. And then I put another JST connector on the other like this on the other end, and my relay has this same side JS connector like this button has. So this is just like a little extension cord that I made with JST connector. So that's going to go to the relay. And then this year I'm going to change it up a little bit. Last year I did a motion sensor, but as you can see, I run a light show here. I have these are all covered. They're all covered up right now, but there's going to be about 40,000 lights with music. There's going to be a big mega tree. And these are the controllers that control the show. These boxes here, there. And then right underneath here, under the machine, which is, you can't see it, but everything's covered up when the show is going, is a 120 volt controller. So it'll control anything that runs off 120 volts. So it has 16 ports coming out of it. This is port number 9. So my dragon now is going to be port number 9. This year I found a way to control my dragon with my light show, which is really cool. I'm going to just plug, this is going to go up on the roof. It's also going to go up this pole, follow the other wire, and this is going to go, this right here is going to plug into the relay. And then now what I can do is every time I give the relay power, it's going to tell my fog machine to turn on. It's going to tell the dragon to roar. And it's also going to light up the lights in its mouth. So I found a way that I can actually have the dragon go off with my light show. So certain parts of a song or crescendo or chorus, I can just program it in the controller and it'll blast off the dragon when I want it to.